This is part 2 of the Paget messages from Swedenborg, who describes the hells. These evil spirits live in communities, for the law of attraction operates in these dark and lower planes just as it does in the higher spheres, and causes spirits of like or similar conditions to congregate together and find consolation, or what they may at times think to be consolation, in one another's company. These hells are on the planes nearest the earth, and these spirits are not confined all the time to any particular hell. They have the privilege of moving at will along the plane, but wherever they go, they find that they are in these hells, and they cannot escape from them unless they accept the help from spirits who can instruct them what they must do. Well, when they come to you to write, they are not very far from these hells, because the plane in which they live is a part of the plane in which the inhabitants of earth live. Of course, I don't mean to say that that portion of the earth plane that surrounds your earth is composed entirely of these hells, for that is not true, as the earth sphere has in it considerable light and some happiness. And you must further remember that there are many planes in this earth plane. These spirits, while their habitations are in these hells, have the privilege of leaving these particular localities and wandering for a short time in and over other parts of this earth plane. But this is only for a short time, and they have to return to the places where they have been placed, and which this law of attraction that I speak of draws them to. Well, there are thousands of millions of evil spirits, and there is never a time when some of them, thousands of them, are not surrounding and trying to use their bad influences on mortals. We do not know why this is permitted, but only know that it is so. And here again, the great law of attraction operates, for many mortals are in similar conditions of development and evil thoughts to what these evil spirits are. And naturally, these evil spirits are drawn to them and do come to them. And frequently it happens that while visiting these mortals of similar conditions to their own, they attempt to influence mortals who are in a better state of moral, spirit, and spiritual condition, and sometimes succeed in doing them harm. But the great fact is that these evil spirits have a place of living where they have to remain until, by the operation of the law of compensation, they are relieved from some of their evil tendencies and desires when they are permitted to progress. My principal reason in writing you is to have you know that there are hells of places as well as conditions, and that these places, by reason of what they contain and their appearances, add to the suffering of the spirits. As I have written a long time, I will stop and say that I am a Christian and an inhabitant of the celestial spheres, and one of the spirit band that is helping you in your great work of the Master. So in leaving you, I will subscribe myself, your brother in Christ, Swedenborg. And this is from the Paget Messages, channeled 100 years ago by Jesus and his disciples and others. This is volume 2, available on Amazon, and free PDFs available at divinelove.org.